When you are admitted to a hospital, they place on your wrist a white wristband with your name on it. But there are other different colored wristbands which symbolize other things. The red wristbands are placed on dead people. There was one surgeon who worked on night shift in a school hospital. He had just finished an operation and was on his way down to the basement. He entered the elevator, and there was just one other person there. He casually chatted with the woman while the elevator descended. When the elevator door opened, another woman was about to enter when the doctor slammed the close button and punched the button to the highest floor. Surprised, the woman reprimanded the doctor for being rude and asked why he did not let the other woman on. The doctor said, "That was the woman I just operated on. She died while I was doing the operation. Didn't you see the red wristband she was wearing?" The woman smiled, raised her arm, and said, "Something like this?" Back in February, we had record-breaking snowfall around here. Every night the silence of the frozen world was broken by coyotes, hunting for hidden prey in the snow. As usual, I could hear them howling and searching. Suddenly it got silent, like that thick, heavy, ear-ringing silence. Then the sound of coyotes yelping and snarling, not just one, but all of them. The commotion filled the air. It lasted about 5 minutes. My neighbors and I have since discussed it. We all heard it. No one ever found signs of the fights in the snow. No remains. Haven't heard a coyote since that night. Not a single yip or anything to this day. The dogs in this area that are out at night stay silent. My dogs inside the house sometimes look out the large sliding door to the backyard and back away slightly. I'd love to hear the sound of a coyote again. Here's to you, kid. Happy birthday. You managed to stay alive all this time despite our best efforts. You've played the game pretty damn well all these years. What's that? You didn't know you were playing? You've been playing since the day you were born. Every accident you narrowly avoided in your entire life. From crib gates left open, to forgotten parking brakes, even lightning storms and slips on patches of ice. Every injury waiting to happen, every sudden fatality was our doing. Many have already lost by the time they get to your age. You should consider yourself lucky. Luck being your skill at playing the game. What's that? How do you win? Oh, you don't, I'm afraid. We get everyone in the end. It's all a matter of time and luck. Happy hunting. Coffins used to be built with holes in them, attached to 6 feet of copper tubing and a bell. The tubing would allow air for victims buried under the mistaken impression that they were dead. In a certain small town, Harold, the local gravedigger, upon hearing a bell one night, went to go see if it was children pretending to be spirits. Sometimes it was also the wind. This time, it wasn't either. A voice from below begged and pleaded to be unburied. "Are you Sarah O'Bannon?" he asked. "Yes," the muffled voice asserted. "You were born September 17th, 1827? "Yes." "The gravestone here says you died on February 20th, 1857. "No, I'm alive. It was a mistake. Dig me up. Set me free." "Sorry about this, ma'am," Harold said, stepping on the bell to silence it and plugging up the copper tube with dirt. "But this is August. Whatever you are down there, you sure as hell ain't alive no more, and you ain't coming up." I understand different people have different skill sets. Mine involves solving some very niche problems. You would be amazed at how many companies and governments need to get rid of bodies, so many, and so often. You can't just dig a hole with a bulldozer and bury them anymore. Some blogger with a shovel and a camera phone will stumble on them sooner or later. You can't burn them, the damn Nazis ruined that. These days you need finesse. That's where I come in. The clothes are donated to charity for a tax deduction, if you can believe it. Funny that the tax man never asks where all the clothes come from as long as you have the donation receipt from a legitimate charity. The meat, well, hogs gotta eat. Not much money there. You seen the price of swine belly features lately? No, the real money is in the bones. Getting rid of them, actually. You can't let these things pile up. Makes for great headlines, class action lawsuits, and war crime trials. I get top dollar for making them go away. Sure, a lot of money comes in from my clients, but it goes right back out, making sure that the work is done quietly and mouths stay shut. I bought a surplus flour mill from Bosnia and a custom confectionery machine from Germany, and then hooked them together. Add food dye and sugar, stamp dumb sayings on them, and watch the money roll in. Bones go in, profits come out. Be mine. Kiss me. Love you. Most people agree that dying while being asleep is the best way to die. Peaceful, no signs of torture or pain. My grandma used to say angels carry them, the ones who are dying while they are asleep, to heaven. But sometimes angels can be clumsy and drop them by accident. Remember the time you felt like falling in your sleep and suddenly woke up?